in the world of Rasayana. There are mainly two types of Rasayana, Vata Tipika and Kuti Praveshika. Now, we are blessed to hear from one of the doctors who perform Kuti Praveshika Rasayana on a regular basis, Dr. Raviraj Kadle sir. He completed his BSc in Kumta and then BMS in SDM Udupi. Currently, he is running Ashwini Dhama Ayurvedic Treatment Center in Kumta, Karnataka, India. Dr. Raviraj Kadle knows the exact protocol from Tapasri Ji Maharaj and in recorded history, perhaps only a few up to 24 candidates have undergone this regimen as dated till 2014. Let us all welcome a great physician, Dr. Raviraj Kadle, to Samavartana 2019.
Dr. Srijit S.P., Medical Officer, Department of ISM, Kottayam District. He completed his UG and PG from Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum. His area of propagation is mainly parasurgicals of Ayurveda. Along with this, for the past 9 years, he has also done many awareness lectures of the same through videos, experience sharing and training to about 4,820 doctors. He has also been training about 110 internees regularly from 18 Ayurveda colleges since 2017. Most importantly, he has spent 64 days inside Kuti by doing Parayanam of Brihatrais and Lagutrais, reading every sloka of these treatises. There is also a digital documentation on first-hand experience of 35 days in Kuti Praveshika Rasayana available in his website www.aknivesh.info. Now I welcome Dr. Srijit sir to the third day of Samavartana 2019.
Dear friends, now let us start our first session by Dr. Raviraj Kadle and Dr. Srijit S.P. on Kuti Praveshika Rasayana, first-hand experiences and clinical realities. I welcome Dr. Srijit S.P. sir on the dais.
I say to all of you, it's a matter of privilege and honor to be in front of this esteemed audience. We get into action immediately. As I always commit in every seminar or conference I'm invited to speak, it doesn't matter what my profile is. It doesn't matter at all what works I have done before. All that matters is how I am useful to you today, now, and even later. And that brings me to the very first slide. Self-explanatory. This work and beyond is dedicated to every Indian who made, makes, and will make India a great nation. And what better other than to start with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as the inspiration for millions of us. Somewhere in 2008, I had to be in front of him. What a privilege it was, what an honor it was. I still remember his words. Life is very interesting if you think for every person, when you meet the person, what can I do for him or her? And what can I learn from him or her? That makes life very interesting. The benefits for the next 4 hours. This is what I would like to have very clearly defined here. The confidence, the clarity, and if needed, the psychological and technical support as follow-up to start Kuti Praveshika Rasayana in future. For us, many of you, this is what I would like to be of benefits for you in the next 4 hours.
The idea is that in the next 4 hours, in this mystic or mysterious or enigmatic subject, in recorded history, not even 100 people have done it as patients or candidates. And Mount Everest has already been climbed by more than 10,000 people. So this is the challenge we are dealing with. So my real wish is that we are able to give you the confidence, clarity, and the technical and psychological support so that more people start doing it. I don't wish to sound snobbish or arrogant, not at all, not at all. But the fact of the matter is that 3 physicians are doing it. The first one I heard the name was Dr. Sedu Madhavan, he is from Palakkad. Second is my mentor, Dr. Raviraj Kadle sir. And by the grace of God and blessings and support of teachers like him, I am also doing it. But that is not enough. That is not enough. We need more people to come into it. So you will have these benefits. When I say the next 4 hours, it will of course be beyond also. This slide is just 7 slides. So share all that I know. I'm very happy to get into that. And my real target would be, if in my lifetime, if I can realize there are 108 doctors who are doing it, it will be fantastic. It will also be fantastic if at least one kuti is operational. I'm so glad. It's a big privilege and an honor. If your own teacher is at the audience, Dr. Parvati Madam has been very kind to me. She gave me a lot of knowledge, a lot of compassion in 2002 when I was an intern in the mental hospital, as it was called those days. Now it has a different name. So I'm very grateful to her because you always like and adore and respect those teachers who treat you well when you are nothing. So I was nothing in 2002. At least I'm a medical officer now from that point. So it's a big honor for me that she is here. So we get into next. So the fact is, we will have a thorough PowerPoint on this. I'm just making a syllabus. And all that I know is in this website. It has already been shared before. All that I know. But I must be very frank with you. We both would be very honest with you and very frank. No exaggerations. And anyway, I had requested Raviraj sir to speak after me. Its reason is very simple. When you may have a sandwich, the best thing is in between and not the bread. So I will start it, I will finish it, and the best part will come from him. I will also do my best. So we have all that possible. Well, I don't mean to be critical about anything. I know very well I have been asked here to present on KPR. But since this is an opportunity to speak to outgoing doctors and maybe even those who are already here as final years or interns, and I am not taunting anyone, I am not challenging anyone, this is a very important question. You need to ask yourself, what is your worth to the society? And if this question comes very early in your career, it's always very good. And where do you see yourself 1,000 days from now? Well, if political parties can fight elections 4 years in advance or 3 years, I think we should also prepare our professional life 3 years in advance. These thoughts are very important. And also, most important question, how much should you earn? Not every day, not every month, every hour. This is totally out of KPR, I know, but it's very important to make sure that future is of your choice and not somebody else's choice. And we'll get into real action now. Well, I don't know how many of you would know him, but some of us definitely know him. I want to say in 2002, it was Dr. Shankaran sir, retired DME. He is the person who made it possible for me to be at least see the first case of KPR in the Raja Healthy Acres. So that's very important that we acknowledge our teachers. And you will see me repeatedly dedicating slides for him and of course some other important people too. Whatever we are and whatever we hope to be, we owe it to our parents and to our teachers who loved us, who taught us. It's very important. Of course, his unforgettable family, both of them treated me like their own son. I'm eternally grateful. And we get into action. We take the second slideshow, but before that, the video of 60 seconds that may depict the horror, if you can call it that way, the organizers would get it that done. It's 60 seconds. It was already circulated in the WhatsApp group that you have. You're part of it, most of you, I imagine. And I decided that I was the candidate of Raviraj sir. So under the guidance and full advice of Raviraj sir, I could do that in 2014. So what has happened is the whole exercise of that was documented, and to show interest to people, it has made into 60 seconds, and you will see that. I decided to take the toughest and the most hardest. So it may look a bit difficult. I keep silent now. We need the full sound of it.
It doesn't look less than a horror movie's trailer. I understand that, because when you really get into it, it's not fun. And this, I really wanted to have a feel of it. Talking is nice. All the, I'm sorry to use the word, seemingly exaggerated narrations. I respect the ancestors of Ayurveda, definitely. But in today's life, I think some of the Falashruti seems exaggerated. I understand that. It's all good.